It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Next on Madden NFL 25.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from L.A. Darius Davis to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings him out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
In motion right is Cooks. Throwing from the gun here. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 41. Get some space around midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. to throw here on first down. He's got Shaheed. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Into the hands of Olave. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one falls incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the toss to Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Mickey-Tomney's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here on first down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Justin Reed with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Justin Reed with the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're left with 4th down here.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. He stopped on the return at the 27. 2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's got it on the bootleg. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. the end of one. A field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. This finds Moreau. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Hits his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. He'll throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Mikatomny's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hand off to the back. Up the sideline, past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Herbert to throw. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers in possession. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Miller on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to Kamara. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 4. Connects with Johnson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Kamara's got it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Cade's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Groupie. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Nicotomni's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So after a very competitive first half of football, we've got ourselves a one-point game. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He'll throw it yet again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The give here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On third down, Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First down from the red zone. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a give up the middle. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Right back to him on 1st and goal. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Miller on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Slot receiver headed left. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They are throwing it again. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Kamara gets it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Running back sent in motion. To the outside and complete to Olave. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his 1st time out. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Play action now for Herbert. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So we're through 3 here. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. They've got first down from the 31. Right up the gut. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That throw finds Coughlin. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Herbert again. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this one to Harris. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert now. Cut near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers lead by 15 now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Pass play coming here. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw it again. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in the hurry up here. He'll throw it yet again. This finds Moreau. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. take that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Offense to the line for second down. Now Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. And the Saints going with the dime package here, third down. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers leading by 8. 2nd and 3 now. Plowing up the middle. Strong running inside the 30. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Miller on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Saints offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Able to get it to Moreau. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
One final shot here. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.